No, I'm using Chrome. That's
Me
the thing.
too.
Oh, really? That's weird.
Yep.
All right.
That is
I
weird.
turned us live. We may be live now.
Oh yeah, I could
It's
record
alive.
this
Alive.
Hello
Alive.
there.
They called
Alive,
me
alive,
mad
oh.
at the academy, I tell you.
Cockles and Muscles,
Nope,
alive,
nope,
alive,
stop.
oh. That's the thing you could sing to your son if
That
you
song
wanted
I
to.
am familiar with.
Who would do that?
too. Hey, am I recording in
Monsters.
cockle.
stereo?
With muscles.
What'd you call me?
Like, what a terrifying song, actually, as a
Heard that.
child.
That's better.
Yeah, those beautiful shells you're seeing on the beach all over the place, they're alive.
alive.
They're alive.
They're alive, baby.
Yeah.
Alive with the power of
Possibility?
something.
I'm going
The
to
sea?
record this garbage? Is that what you're telling me?
Oh yeah, recording.
Yes, please. Please begin
Recording.
recording.
I can record
Oh,
this
yeah.
for
Oh.
what
Started
it's,
recording,
for whatever
don't
it's
unrecord,
worth.
Whatever you do.
Recording. Yeah, that would be stupid.
Recording.
The original, except no substitutes.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, you can accept substitutes if you want. I don't care.
I don't. Don't.
So you, at the end of your last adventure, you took some rest, and then your kind of spy master said, "Hey, I need your help," and told you that 4 people are missing. You're looking for those 4 people. They sent you to the necropolis that rings Tyr, and you went into the Halax crypt. That underneath it is a series of tunnels, perhaps. I was going to say tubes.
Like hamsters.
But didn't we see tubes later or pipes? I don't
I've
know.
seen the
Why do
tubes.
people ask us
They
to
were pretty
find,
old already, though.
find
She's a
people all the time?
beauty.
You
They,
did see
they
some
aren't that
pipes.
beautiful anymore.
So you came into the crypt. You fought some undead. You what did you do? You found a grate with some tantalizing things
all right.
underneath
It was
it.
okay.
Great.
You found a supply closet.
Oh,
and
I've
you
missed you
found-
all.
I don't know why that really hurt me. It was like I don't have. It's been so long. I don't have an immunity to build up to it anymore. Like that just like
The
that
calluses are just
cut-
worn right
cut
off.
into me. Yeah. Oh god. It was like
Recalibrate
it
everything.
was like an old wound that hadn't opened in months. Oh.
And then you found one of the people you were looking for, Sarkele Malinosh, who is a human, and she told you that she's lost her powers, but she's been having these kind of dreams and powerful psychic visions of the world cracking and bad things happening, and she asks you to make it stop. Make it stop. And when she told you that, you felt this all of you felt kind of like a weird sensation come over you, which I have not explained, and I will explain.
I'm having a weird sensation right now of
Yeah.
no memory whatsoever of any of this.
And that
We,
is what
we
happened.
started
and
a
then
whole new adventure and then didn't do it for 6 months. So you know,
Yeah.
it happens.
Why did we do that?
We're pretty dumb
yeah.
Oh,
when it
okay.
comes down to it.
I'm
We're just
busy.
that good. We don't even have to.
Are you
Oh,
not
that's
busy
what it is.
now?
Good.
Scott's just that busy.
Scott was busy, but is everything settled?
No.
Let's do a
No.
quick check-in. Scott corner. Scott, how you doing?
They live somewhere else now, right?
Nope. Nobody
No,
put Scott in the
I do
corner.
not. I live in the same place.
Oh.
Oh.
Weren't you moving?
Yes.
I didn't intend for the check-in in the Scott corner to be this like interrogatory, but hi.
I've not sold my apartment. Late breaking news today: we got an offer on our apartment, so we may
Oh.
be selling our apartment. So that's exciting. But I'm in the same place
You
that
should
I
have done
was,
quicker.
both emotionally, spiritually, and physically, as I was 6 months ago.
That's
Because
too
I
bad.
remember I was slightly annoyed by being constantly interrupted 6 months ago around this
That's
time as
our-
well.
That's our thing. That's our thing we
Right, yeah.
do.
That's what we do.
I'm waiting for the Christmas card from Steve that says, otherwise he's interrupting Scott McNulty on podcasts. That's what he does for his hobby. Interrupting. Scott McNulty.
He's good at it. Or you could
Yeah.
go pro.
He's the best.
Steve. You could go pro.
I don't like to brag
And you also saw
because I'm
Regdar,
very humble.
maybe the only one who saw this. Somebody saw this. I think it was Regdar. You peered
Regdar.
to the southernmost chamber,
Yeah.
and you saw before you
Water
a
monsters.
series of pipes, and
Tubes.
they are here on the map water monsters, but in your world they are dust monsters because it's a
Oh,
giant
okay.
basin full of dust,
Basin.
and
Jason.
you see undulating forms within
Ooh,
it.
undulating. Like a tube man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
except
made
the
of
now I'm
tubes
dust.
are in a
right.
different room. This is a bowl of dust man.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
I don't know how to do those.
And that I want you to have a new party member.
Yes, Menoptera.
She's old. She's dirty. She's
Menoptera.
grumpy. Mhm.
And she is not
Do-do-do.
of this
Menoptera.
place.
Do-do-do-do.
Menoptera.
It usually doesn't have that many syllables, but I like it. I like it.
We're Americans. We don't say Menoptera.
That's true. I mean, it can be spelled with or without that last E. I decided to include it because I like E's.
All right then.
It's an
This
Eric
is
fun
Erica
fact.
Ensign.
It is. It's a Doctor Who fun fact. Let's
It
be
is.
honest here.
Are we ready? Well, it doesn't matter. We should start anyway.
Yeah, let's do it.
Welcome back to Total
Okay.
Party Kill. I'm Scott McNulty, a dungeon master. I will not stop for interruptions, and that means that we are playing Dungeons and Dragons because I am dungeon mastering, and we are on Athos because we're playing Dark Sun, and I'm being joined by the members of Eglath Angels, who you may know if you're listening. This is the first time you're listening. It's kind of weird because this is the second episode of an adventure, so you should go to the first episode and then listen to this episode. But I shouldn't tell you how to live your life. You do what you want. Other people who should do that what they want is Steve Lutz. Hello,
Whoa,
Steve.
wow, that's me. Hey, yeah,
boy.
I'm going to do what I want, and I'm going to tell you that I'm playing Kachka, which is what I want to do, who is a bug and a bard, and has been, saving people and things on Athos for, about 600 years now.
Ask her about her hidden Githka.
Yeah, well, yeah,
And hootenannies.
at your own risk.
Ooh, true.
You can ask her
Eric-
about her hootenannies anytime.
Erica Ensign. I will not use that as a segue.
Thank you. I
wish you had.
appreciate that, Scott. I appreciate you. Yeah, I'm back. I'm playing a new to me character. It's a new to all of us character. Named Menoptera Zarbi. She's old. She is dirty. She's grumpy.
Sure, we all are.
She is a human druid. Who does not come from Athos. She hates this place, and she would really like to go home, please.
Most people who visit Athos hate Athos. And Tony Sindelar is one of those people. I don't think Tony, have you ever been to Athos?
No, I mean it seems not great. What with the sand and the slavery and the outlawed literacy.
Thanks.
But hey, if you look at
Thanks.
where our country's head, no. Hi, I'm glad to be here. I play Regdar. Just remember that this is escapism, and thank you for having me.
Regdar, just a regular guy.
Just a regular guy.
Aline Sims is here. Aline, don't bring us down.
Okay,
Keep it light, not like Tony.
I mean, I can
No,
levitate.
no,
Should I
no,
levitate
no.
anyone?
Mm.
I play
knowledge, Steve.
Shara, the Air Genasi rogue. Here to steal souls and listen at doors.
And shoot
That's what I
bubblegum.
do. Yep.
That's right.
I'm all out
our-
of souls.
Sure. No, I'm full up on souls, actually. I was just looking.
Lots of doors.
Shara and I both use she, her pronouns.
And Dan Morin is here.
Oh,
Hello,
hi.
Dan.
Hi. Hello. It's good
Hello.
to be back. I also think it's weird if you're listening to this for the first episode because this show has been on for like a decade.
Somebody have to start somewhere, Dan.
Guess you have to start at the
And
beginning.
every day there's
It's
something
weird
like
you've
a-
chosen to
not
start
like a
anywhere, to be
monster.
honest. You realize this is a D&D podcast, right?
Yeah, find something better to do with your time.
Please.
I am here, yes, playing Amlal, the Goliath barbarian. We both use he, him pronouns. Amlal. Aline's maybe full up on souls because Amlal is fresh out. So
minus one.
everything's
We
great.
bring balance to the
True.
party.
That's right.
True story.
Oh, that's true. And known for his balance, Jason Snell.
Actually, I'm really bad at balance, Scott. One of my
And
worst
not known
things.
for his balance,
He's
Jason
trying to water
Snell.
He doesn't have
ski.
enough
It
midichlorians.
does not work. It does not work. Everybody stand back because known throughout Athos, beloved barbarian, or not barbarian, beloved gladiator, beloved fighter, folk hero, you might say.
We don't know what he
Carlos
does, but he's
D.
Beloved.
Dwarf.
But known as a barbarian for
here.
some reason.
His
uncouth.
well, he hangs around with barbarians, but he is a
He
gladiator.
put those people in that kiln. That was pretty barbarous.
He
I
has
thought
a
we
checkered
agreed not to talk
past.
about that for legal reasons.
He has killed people in the gladiatorial arena and
Mhm.
out, and he is
Getting weird.
His mother was a dwarf. His father, no, his
Was
mother
an
was a human.
elderberry.
His father
No,
was a
wait.
dwarf, and that's why he is Carlos D. Dwarf. The D stands for danger because danger is his middle name. That's it.
Well, that is our adventuring party who find themselves in some catacombs beneath a crypt.
And if this is your first episode, this is your chance to turn back now.
That's right.
You've got an indication of what this is
Mhm.
like, okay?
That's true. You may return any unused portion of this podcast for a full refund.
Hmm.
So you are in a
No
chamber
refunds.
that has cracks in the ceiling, a stone stairway, and the southeast corner has collapsed, and the nearby walls have crumbled. 3 doors in the north wall are shut, although the middle door is open because you opened it. And to the west, stairs lead to a small balcony that overlooks the room from 5 feet above, with just enough room for a door painted with an eye. And you are also in the presence of Sarkel Malanosh, who is your first kind of rescued person that you are looking for. And she seems kind of freaked out about everything. What would you like to do?
Freak out.
I guess I should return to the group and report that I found some weird dust monsters.
Okay.
So I do that.
In the previous episode, she had asked us to escort her all the way out of the necropolis, I think, not just out of this crypt.
Oh,
That
that's
is
kind of a
correct.
That was
long
Too
trip.
long.
Says,
No, sorry, we don't do that.
I've lost my powers.
Call an
and
Uber.
So
I
remind me,
feel
we were
danger.
looking for 4 people, and this is one of 4?
Correct.
Okay. Interesting.
Listen,
And-
lady, we're looking for 4 people. You are 1 person. We're worried that the other 3 people could die. So maybe, I mean,
Word that I could die.
It's
well,
a necropolis. What could possibly happen?
They're
with
undead.
us.
I have lost my powers.
You can come with
if
us, or
I
you can
get you
just
home-
stay here alone.
yeah. Or do you think you could help send me home? A minute ago, you said it was impossible. How impossible is it, really?
Well, I mean, you're here. So it seems that my understanding of the planes has been cracked, much like these visions that I keep seeing. And she clutches her head again and says, "Make it stop. These are bad omens. No one should
Did
be
not
able
see
to
that
come into
show.
this plane."
I
agree.
I agree.
Yeah, nobody. We don't want them here, and we don't even want to be here.
No, we would
Yeah.
help us get out.
Did she tell us about her visions, like specifically what she was seeing? I
Yes.
remember some vague.
Cracks
Yeah,
in the
she did.
multiverse.
She did. She
Okay.
told you that.
What if?
Ooh, she tells you, okay, I will tell you again what I have this dreadful glimpse of the future. And I saw this desiccated figure of a man who's levitating off the ground. And he's gathering evil energy around himself in glowing wisps. And he screamed, and the energy exploded, causing something terrible to happen. And these cracks appeared, and that's when I generally black out.
I mean,
That sounds like a you problem.
yeah.
I
Sounds
mean,
like
does
maybe
that
us
sound like the
problem.
kind of thing that human sacrifice could maybe help bring about? In which case, we should really
Dark.
look for those other 3
Oh.
people.
That you were volunteering.
Dude, you're weird.
Well, if you're talking to
Welcome to
her,
Athens.
she says yes. I think
I hate it
the human sacrifice can trigger powerful magics, dark powerful magic.
Can I
Just
make
also
Defiler
a,
just fun.
magic, or just like basic common dark magic that what passes for dark magic where you're from? Because we have
Defiler-
defiling.
I'm from here. Not here in this crypt, but I'm from this plane.
Here.
Defiler magic draws upon the life force of those around them.
Sure does.
Sacrificing a sentient being releases all of that energy at once and can be harnessed by unscrupulous
So
magic users.
what happened to you to make you lose your powers? Why do you not have your powers?
I
What
don't
did they
know.
Did they do something, or did they just the powers just disappeared?
Did they slurp out your powers?
That interesting choice of words.
Mhm.
Very
I
specific.
was doing some research in a different in an ancient city that I found with a party in the Silt Sea and encountered a strange artifact. My losing my powers was unrelated to this
Oh,
particular adventure.
Oh, you sure you
Or
don't
the
want to tell us
statue
about
standing
this?
there like
I should
this?
say.
You don't want to tell us about that strange artifact?
It was a gem. that had some sort of paw embedded in it. And when I picked it up, the paw kind of closed, and then I lost my powers.
This paw, it looked like monkey.
I don't know what a monkey is.
That's just a word we
And
heard once.
neither do you.
They're really annoying. You don't want to see a monkey.
Ooh.
Like a monk, right? Same monk.
Monk
E.
holding-
It's
a monk
monkey.
holding a
It's a
key.
monk
A
who
monk
lives
key.
in a tree.
Monk key.
It's
Yes.
monkish.
I believe monks have been
Monkish.
banned on this plane too.
Well, we should do something.
But what?
What
Kind of leadership we look for.
what
Come
about
on.
this strange feeling that passed over us when she started telling us about her visions?
I was just gas.
No.
Well, I will tell you now that it is so this adventure has a lot to do with secrets, and secrets have power. And so what you know is that when you learn certain secrets, which you have just learned a secret, you gain some secret powers that aren't actually secret. They're just powers related to the secret.
Oh, I see.
Okay. Well,
Oh,
They're
makes
so
perfect
they're-
sense.
they're
cool, but
secret
also
powers.
lame.
Exactly. They're not secret powers. They're secret powers.
Yes.
And the secret power that you get is as a group. So you have a bank of secrets. And currently in that bank is one secret.
Who's the
a
secret
group.
banker? Somebody needs to just write this down.
Well, we
Nobody
can't
knows.
identify the secret banker.
Nope.
Oh,
Not yet.
shoot, that's
Follow
a
the
secret
clues.
too. Wait, we get another power for that, right?
No, just
No.
it
It's
cancels
an,
out the
it's
other
an unrelated secret.
Sucks.
And with this, so when a character, so any of you can choose to spend your secret, your group's secret, and you gain
I spend it right now.
advantage- You gain advantage on D20 rolls for a minute.
Oh, a minute
any-
in
just
Just
any
roll
game
as
time
many
or
d20s as you can do.
10 rounds.
10 rounds. Okay.
Here's the thing: is when you spend your secret, you can never get it back. So be careful about when you spend your secret.
Mhm.
That's what I'm telling you. So keep
Red
that in
dot.
mind.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's the
And we
game
don't have to
mechanics.
reach consensus on it because things will never happen if we have to do that. So
Anyone can use it at any time.
Okay. Just checking.
All right.
Good.
Do we
There's
know
no
what
way
it
that
is?
could go
Are we
wrong.
still just talking nebulously about this thing?
Your characters will eventually realize that it is what's happening.
Thank you.
We're just getting a preview.
I think right now
And
we just have to decide
What
whether we're
exactly
doing
was
Sneak
the
peek.
what exactly was the secret that we learned that gave us the secret power? The secret was the visions of the emaciated guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry,
Cool.
her telling you about her vision.
Should we all talk about our dreams? Would we get a bunch of secrets that way?
You don't want to know my dreams.
Okay.
Some
One
secrets
secret
are
only.
best left secret.
These are special secrets. So now
That's-
you could
Seems
tell
like the
each
secret
other,
economy is based on sharing secrets.
you can tell each other all the secrets you want, but you will realize that there are special.
Some secrets are more valuable than others.
Some secrets are more equal than others. Yes.
Makes sense.
All right.
Makes sense.
Friends, we should search for these other three hostages.
Yes.
I suggest we either head south or west.
Okay.
Did I
have we
mention
figured out what
there's-
we're going to do with this one? Is she? Has
Did I
she
mention
agreed
there are
to
dust
leave on her own
monsters?
yet?
She won't leave on her own.
Okay. Does she
Guess
seem
what?
like
You're
she's
coming
hale
with
and hearty and
here?
capable of coming with us, or?
Yeah, I mean she is an adventurer. She just doesn't have her abilities. So
Okay.
she says, I feel like I will be a liability because I cannot
All right. You
help.
just
So
hang out in the back.
Yeah. Me also
Don't-
feel
don't
like
let
you
me
liability.
Well, you want to
I
carry
could-
her out, Eglath? I mean, Omlal, whoever you are.
Whoa, offensive.
Oh, wow.
How dare you refer to me by
Look,
my
you
dead
just
brother's
remind
name?
me of this guy I knew once, okay?
I mean, I could like a wild shape into a giant eagle and carry her home and then come back.
Yes, you should do that for sure. I want to watch that. Oh, wait a minute. Is Randy here? Why
You
is
should-
Randy not here? Randy can
you should-
fly her out.
Oh yeah, Randy
Oh,
is here.
yeah.
I think you should
forgot
go
about
outside
Randy.
before you wild shape into a giant eagle. Otherwise,
Well,
you're
for
going to just
sure.
be stuck in this tomb.
I think we need to retrofit this and
eagle.
assume that I
Flapping
would have brought Randy with me.
Oh,
Yes, I'm looking for Randy.
Randy,
That's
for
a great
those who
idea.
are just joining us,
looking for Randy.
is a magical flying
Pegasus.
horse. Yeah.
Right.
As
Yes.
opposed to a non-magical flying
Now,
horse.
if you're
Those
here
guys.
after going back to the beginning of this adventure, and you've gotten to this point, you should probably go all the way back now, at least to the start of the previous adventure, to find out who Randy is, because we're
I like how Randy gets more. We talk more about Randy than Eglath. So
Wow.
Well, it's because
man.
Randy
And
is.
Rebrand.
it hurts me deeply every time. Randy's
Randy-
Angels it is.
Randy's Angels.
Please let us
It's a
let
different
us look.
podcast. People will be very disappointed. I just downloaded the new episode of Randy's Angels. It's nothing like I thought it was.
But our SEO went way up.
True.
All right, so we know there are the sand monsters to the south, so should we chance west? Should we do recon? What?
These are
There were other
dust monsters.
There are other passageways to the south too. So there is not just the promise of sand monsters or dust monsters, but also things beyond them.
I think probably if I were to choose between passage with dust monsters and passages that may not have dust monsters, I
You
would
would choose
probably
the-
go with the
All
ones
right.
that may
I
not.
might
Regdar-
not, simply because we have a prisoner on this level. The other prisoners might also be around here somewhere. We don't want to miss a prisoner, do we?
Hey
Or maybe
Carlos,
we
you
do.
want to
I
open
don't
that door to the west?
Does she know about the other prisoners and like where they might be?
know. We should ask.
She does not. I'm unfortunately they locked me in that crypt, and that is where I was.
I'm sorry, can you remind me, was she traveling with them or did they happen to abduct 4 random people who didn't know each other?
It was 4 random.
Yeah, she says I didn't even know there were other people.
Okay.
These cultists abducted me while I was walking.
Gotcha.
So are we just gonna send her home with Randy? And
Astride
will catch
Randy. We at least get her out of the necropolis and he'll be back. Randy will be back.
She's okay with that. She's flown worse things.
Now I'm
poor
real
Randy.
interested. Maybe we should keep her around.
So we will say Randy will be back. Randy will join us.
Randy will be
Randy
back
will
in the next
return.
episode of Total Party Kill.
So she's off. Goodbye.
Okay, farewell.
Goodbye, always.
Keep her safe,
back a
Randy,
horse.
and then come back to me. But if you die, it's okay because I'll resummon you.
R.I.P. Randy.
Okay, Carlos decides to follow Regdar's advice and investigate to the west.
Advice? Oh, okay.
We did ask her everything we wanted to ask her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
didn't seem to know a hell of a
have
lot.
ton of-
So to
fine.
the west, there is a staircase leading to this balcony, and there's a door
with an eye.
with an eye.
Mm-hmm.
The letter
Just
I?
a letter I?
It has a painting of an eye, like an icon.
Hmm.
An icon. Yeah.
I will
Mm.
stay downstairs and sort of watch.
Oh wait, you're looking at this one up here on to the
Oh, is that-
northern wall.
No,
is
we've
that
gone
true?
through.
Oh,
we've gone
done,
through
we've
the,
done that. So is
yeah.
it where's the door with the eye?
Yeah.
Down here?
There.
This is
yeah.
the door.
Up
to
those,
the
up those little
eye.
stairs.
Stairs.
There is no
All right.
iron door.
All right. Can I do? I'm gonna look at the door to see if it's too weird or dangerous or something. I want to look at. I'm just gonna give it.
Nope.
Weird.
Too weird.
Yeah.
We're going home.
It's got
Roll for
three-
weird.
I'm gonna
Three
give it the
doorknobs. How you gonna
adventurer's
deal with
glance.
Okay, give me a
Old
perception
adventurer's
check.
I cast
or
detect
or
weirdness.
investigation, depending on which one you would like.
It doesn't matter, and it's a nat 20.
Hey.
Oh, all right.
First roll of the night.
Good use.
2025 is
secrets.
starting out great.
That's right. It looks like a normal old door.
I quietly, slowly open the door.
Quietly, slowly open the door to reveal a staircase leading down.
Oh. Wait, they
So
have a
there
little
was a
staircase that
stairway
goes
up
up and
to
then
go
down?
down.
Seems like just.
Gotta
You
go
gotta
up
go
to
up
go
to
down.
go down.
I know it just seems like intentionally inaccessible,
fair.
basically.
And I will read you. You see a room at the bottom of the stairs. A
Are
small
we in a
room.
ziggurat?
Not again.
Every day I wake up and
Inverted.
ask that myself. Am I in a ziggurat? How would you know? How would you know?
Shaped probably.
Ziggurat
would
takes 20
tip you
minutes
off.
off your life. Oh.
That's true. So these steep stairs, they're steep. They descend from the west side of the room, and well, yeah, I guess you're technically on the east side of that room, coming from the west. And in the room, you see 4 bells hanging from leather cords that seem to be affixed to the ceiling.
Creepy.
So those little circles you see, they're just in the middle of the room.
That's it?
Any doors? Just bells.
And well, I'll reveal the whole room. And then on the other side of the room is another door.
Okay.
Don't touch the bell.
There's a room with bells down here, down some stairs. Do we want to look out the balcony? I don't know what we want to do.
You're on the
Do you guys
balcony.
want to do that? No, this is the balcony.
Yes.
The balcony just goes to a door.
It's
with
just a wee little balcony with a door.
stairs. That's
Yeah.
weird.
It's like a
It's more like a
All right.
landing, really.
I think we can agree that
There's a
putting a balcony
balustrade.
in a tomb is
Balustrade?
kind of
Balustrade.
just like, I mean, it feels like
It's
somebody
like a
was
hat on a hat.
Well, somebody was padding the
Alright.
budget.
So that's here. If you want to go down here,
That sums up Dungeons and Dragons. So
Right,
that's here.
I'm gonna make
Or
another
there are those
survival
creepy guys.
check. I want to see like we've determined. I can't remember what we determined in terms of footsteps and stuff for this room. I want to take a look at the entrance to the room to the south. I'm not going down that hallway at all, but I just want to see if it looks like, with a survival check, if it looks like there have been a lot of people going back and forth. And I rolled like crap, so that's a 12.
Well, luckily, isn't that hard to realize that there's dust on the floor and rubble and all sorts of things, and it is clear that people have been coming through here.
What about on the stairs?
The stairs
Besides the two people that I know for sure have gone up.
Wait, are we the people that have been coming through here? Just out of curiosity.
are we the people?
Erica realizes she's been following for like last hour.
No,
What?
it looks like there's a lot of foot traffic here, and before your feet joined the traffic, it was well trafficked.
That's suspicious. So, like, I wonder if they're keeping those things as pets.
Do the undead leave
Maybe
footprints?
maybe they're guards
Yes.
for the
As they walk
the
backwards.
prisoners.
Like the sand sharks in our previous adventure. Okay. Well, bells or dusty sand monsters.
I mean, bells seem a little less dangerous, but
In my experience,
Wow.
the things that seem the less dangerous
Unless
are
they
the
turn-
most.
unless they turned those people into sand monsters or something. I don't know.
It is three
The bells?
more.
is there a room we haven't checked out that contains neither dust monster nor bell?
No.
I don't think so. Is it?
No, I mean to the north. I'll recap what you found to the north in this room. You found something that looks like a disused supply room,
Mhm.
which I don't think. Oh, and
There's a box. I don't think we actually opened that box.
The
No.
coffin-shaped
So there's-
box, you mean?
so there's
Not that one.
there's a box in the storage room that you did not open,
Oh.
and there is the cell where you just rescued someone who was in a coffin and she was sleeping, and then there was this
And
room.
we didn't question her about that.
We just
Well,
took her
she
out
was-
into. Do they have vampires on Athos? I don't know about our undead culture. Also, we just walked her out into the sunlight, so I figure problem solved.
Okay, good job.
Randy-
Randy flew
comes
right on out
back
Yep,
immediately.
done.
with a pile of
and-
ash on his back.
Done and dusted.
And then there was a
Literally.
grate, a large grate in.
He looks really pissed and demands a
Right.
brushing.
Big great.
The first
Yeah.
15 vampires on Athos, like, are real surprised.
That you
It takes like a
have
long time before you get one that is like,
investigated.
whoa.
All right. Well, we could look at the box. We could go to the
Yeah,
dust
Amwal-
monsters or do.
What's in the
Almost brought
box? What's in the
Amwal brought
box?
the box out.
Oh, what about me in boxes? I didn't.
Yeah, Amwal brought the box out from the room to the upper left.
Hey, Amwal, what's in that box?
And it sounded like
Yeah.
there might have been something glass in it.
Oh, it looks like
it
it was
sounds
a
like
crystal
shrapnel.
swan.
Yeah.
It just shards of crystal. Me not know. No. Does it? Is this box? It's not locked in any way or anything. It's not secured.
It
Is it
is
just?
not a lock box. It is a box.
I will open a box. I got nothing to lose.
It's true. In that box,
No soul already.
I was
Is
just
Gwyneth Paltrow's head.
2 potions,
Oh,
labeled
or 2
healing,
potions.
healing use only.
So that are slowly leaking through the bottom of the box.
We have 2 healing potions now. Thank you.
Make note of that on your character sheet.
Do they
do it right
really look
now.
like healing potions, or
I love
I
it when
will
people store their healing potions in dungeons. It's just,
I will
it's the right
take-
thing to do.
Can I take a little taste and to verify?
Sure, tastes like
I
a
didn't
potion
need
of healing.
that.
Potion of healing.
nice?
Cool.
2 of them.
Put it on the list.
Hey,
Now
Sweet.
what?
Treasure! Yeah.
Shall we go see some bells? Wait, have we tried to talk to the dust monsters?
You have done
No,
nothing
no.
other than peek down.
We mainly we know that they're there. Nobody wants to deal with it, despite that we're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
I mean,
Uh,
I'm kind of curious, but
Yeah, I'll go fight some dust monsters. I
Yeah,
got no
let's go
problems.
look at the dust monsters. I don't want to go to another level and having left those dust monsters
I
floating
don't
around.
want to go to another level with you.
I could just throw a fireball in there.
what the heck,
what
dude?
If we wanna,
What-
what if they're trapped and need rescue and are?
We should
are they-
parlay
yeah,
with
what
the
if they're
dust.
friendly dust
What if
monsters?
they're good? What if-
Did they look trapped in any way, shape,
What if
or
it's like
form?
Cookie Monster
What if these are the prisoners and they've
Oh,
been
Cookie
turned
polymorphed?
into dust monsters? Yeah.
Monsters
Good
made of
point, there's
cookies,
three of
good.
them.
Oh.
Monsters made of dust, bad.
Cookie Monster is not made of cookies, Dan.
That we
It's like
know of?
90,
you are what you eat, Tony.
95% cookie.
He doesn't even eat the cookies.
You are
No.
what you
Oh,
eat.
that's true.
just
You
crumble
are
up
what
and
you
they fall
stuff
to
into
the
your
ground.
face.
He tries. It's really kind of like a
Very
Greek
sad.
tragedy.
That's true.
No.
That's why he keeps saying me want
Sisyphean.
cookie, but
Sisyphean
Yeah.
Cookie Monster.
never gets a cookie.
Never does.
It's a
Eating
metaphor
disorder.
for addiction.
Yep.
Yeah.
Are they making any noise? Are the
Brilliant
dust,
when you think about it.
Are the dust creatures speaking to each other in some language?
Oh yeah, they're
or
just
making
chatting
noises?
or on break.
They do not appear. You do hear.
Did you see
kind of-
Severance last night?
So this is a very large basin. It's full of a lot of dust, and they're kind of, as I said before, undulating is the best way to describe
Hot.
it. And so you hear kind of like
Like a tube man.
wisps of kind of the dust rubbing against itself. So kind of like a
Hot. Sorry.
well, welcome back
Sorry.
to Randy's Angels.
It's Athens. It's hot.
It's a dry heat.
So and you also I'll read the description of this room for everyone.
Great.
So you see some pipes that you wouldn't know are pipes, but these cylindrical things are running along the walls
Could be
and ceiling.
tubes.
And from the nozzles, there's this kind of viscous dust, kind of slowly sprinkling into
They installed
the room.
plumbing in this tomb. That
Dust
is
plumbing.
Yeah, somebody was like had like a scam with
In
the
the center
contracts.
is a stone
Yeah.
basin set into the
Balconies.
floor,
Dust
filled
plumbing.
to the brim. The surface ripples, revealing several.
Are there different types of dust monsters? I noticed you have put different types of tokens on the map.
Yes, it's hard to tell, but you
I have a
can-
keen eye for dust.
You could see, you make out, you think, three shapes
Mhm.
of two kinds.
Gotcha.
And if anyone,
I'm just
where is
saying,
everyone?
I throw a
will-
fireball in here. We turn all these things into glass, and just go to the other room. So
Is that how they
They're not
make
sand
glass?
monsters. They're dust
well,
monsters.
Whatever. I don't know what happens to
Does
dust,
dust
when you set it on
burn?
fire.
We
Everything
should find
burns.
out. Let's
Yeah.
find
Not
out.
burns. And you will see, from where you are, since you're all peering in now, you see to the south there is a door,
Huh.
It also looks like there's things off to the
and
east.
there's a there's a little,
Door to the
door
south.
over
Oh,
here.
all kinds of things.
and
Well, this
there's-
is like
Somebody
a
want to
big-
go and parlay with the dust creatures?
I don't know. Let's just talk about it for another 10 minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
I shout in, "Hey, dust people, hello,
Come out to play.
Maybe they can't leave the basin and they're not a threat to us.
dusties, hello."
Yeah. Walk along the walls.
If
Yeah.
I come this far, do they do anything? Like if I just walk up to
They
there?
seem to increase the velocity at which they're kind of swimming around in this dust. So the basin is embedded in the floor, right? So
Mhm.
Have
you're
I
kind
seen
of
anything
like a
like them
pool.
before?
give me a knowledge of some sort. Arcana, religion, and straight intellect check.
Oh my! I am rolling terribly tonight. My Arcana check is a 15. That's better than I thought.
Well, I mean, with a 10, anyone would probably know that these are some sort of elemental creatures.
Somebody just cast prestidigitation and clean them up, and we'll be done with this.
Yes, it's
Are
Big
they
B's
making-
magical vacuum.
Are they making any noise besides like the
Big B Dyson?
sound of?
Dust. No, it doesn't
Sounds
sound like
dust.
they're not talking or anything.
Okay.
If you get enough dust. in
Wait, is the
place.
bin larger
I-
than 1 cubic foot? That's I need to know for prestidigitation. Oh, okay, we can't
It
clean it up
is.
then. Never mind.
Slightly.
Alas.
We can't kill these 3 dust creatures with a cantrip. Oh well.
I,
Worth checking.
I do speak primordial, which might be a language
Oh.
they might speak.
She spent a
So
semester in Primordia and she can't stop talking about it.
no, I'm an air genasi, man.
Oh,
Stop.
okay. That's fair.
So-
Yeah, it came by it honestly.
Yeah. It's the language of my people. So I'm just noting that if they do say something and primordial is the language, I will be able to understand.
Duly noted.
All right.
Let's go.
Uh,
Let's go.
And that
further
also
into the
goes for
room.
Three Creen in
Yeah.
case they happen to be speaking Three Creen.
Exactly. If there's
I'm
some
gonna
bugs
hug
in
the-
there.
Hug the wall and go around to the
As
west.
you enter, two kind of I don't know what we call them. We would call them kind of maybe sea serpent-esque heads kind of appear, kind of coalesce from the dust and kind of just start looking at you.
Is a sea serpent like a sand serpent? I'm from Athos.
Sand serpent-esque heads appear and are tracking you. They are not approaching. They're just kind of watching you.
Cool.
I say hi and just keep walking. And I just slowly.
And they're kind of
Approaching.
swimming around, watching.
Okay.
All right. Kachka's coming.
Heading toward that door. Or the passageway. I can't tell if there's actually a door there to the west.
Well, we'll find out.
And here I am.
All right. You see there is a passageway, and at the end of the passageway is a door.
Classic.
Oh, check out the door.
It is unlocked.
Well, I rolled a 1, so I'm pretty sure it's locked.
Oh, it is. Well,
No,
It-
you just have to. It's
the door
That's-
is locked.
That's still a 5 to perception. I think I can probably tell.
You can tell it's unlocked, but
Okay.
it's up to you. If you want to
I
open
want to check it for traps, actually, which is
alright.
actually that's what I rolled the 5 on, so I have no idea.
it is not trapped.
All right, who is this that's standing next to me? I don't have the names
Carlos.
available.
Yeah, we don't
of
see the names of
That's
anybody.
Carlos. Oh,
anybody but myself. Okay, well, as long as there's somebody else next to me, I look at Carlos, kind of like, should we?
Carlos nods and says, "Yeah, of course.
And there's other
All right.
other passages.
Yes. Open
Alright,
it.
but-
Then again, they
But
seem
I'm
to
right
keep
in
the
front of-
prisoners behind
I'll open
locked
it.
doors
I'm-
for some
I'm happy
reason,
to open
so
it.
maybe it's a good idea.
Let's just open it.
Okay, yeah, I will. I'll shuffle it out of the way and let Carlos.
I open the door.
Open the door.
Carlos opens the door. Oh my goodness! You see a small room that has more of these pipes that climb the north wall, disappearing into the ceiling. You also see a complicated series of cogs that are made out of stone and 3 hand-turned wheels connecting the pipes, or connected to the pipes.
Ooh, we can make different kinds of sand monsters.
Does anybody want to pivot and take a level of plumber? Regdar heads south and opens this door.
What?
What? That door, as Regdar is going towards it, he notices that it is locked.
Oh.
It appears as though it's a new lock.
Oh,
New
as
lock.
there
Oh,
was
new lock.
there was a brand
Interesting.
new there was a new padlock on the cell
Like
door
someone
up
has done
to the north as well.
something to it.
I can knock on this lock.
Can I just use fiery bolt on the padlock?
I mean, the
I have a
last
spell
one
that
Amla
specifically
smashed.
unlocks things. Oh yeah, we can smash it too. That's a possibility.
Does it look like the same type of padlock as the cell door that was to the north?
Yes.
All right, I am not proficient
right.
in picking locks, so
I'll
yeah,
smash.
somebody open that.
I will smash.
And if you can't, I'll knock.
Okay.
All right. I forgot what I said you had to do, but
You said that Amla could do it. I don't remember you making him roll, but
oh, doesn't sound like
maybe you did.
Which one am I? Which one am I trying to open?
And then you gave him
This
all the
one down here.
candy in the world.
And $3 million.
Is it something I need to smash this down? Like I can just
Just the
When
lock.
you-
Smash
break
it.
the lock.
smash the
Break the
lock.
lock.
All right.
Just smash the
Just
lock.
break the lock. Give me an athletics check.
Athletics to break
Yeah.
locks.
Oh, the classic sport of lock smashing.
I mean, everybody's got to have a
14?
hobby.
It's no dumber
Yeah.
than breakdancing.
The lock breaks.
Yeah, me. Problem solved.
All right, open the door, buddy.
Job.
Okay, I open the door and I gesture everybody in after.
When all you have is an omlal, every problem looks like a padlock. I don't know.
So you
That's right.
see before you another small room, but the difference is, excuse me.
There's a guy in there.
You see before you another small room, and in this room is a dejected gnome who's sitting on a
Aren't they
filthy
all?
mattress in the corner of the room, and he looks up at you,
Why does the
and
floor look wet?
because this adventure was
Why do you
not
think he's
designed to be on
dejected,
Athos.
Tony?
Oh,
So that is
It's
it
Umberto
is dust.
Noblin.
You're
It is
dejected all over the floor.
dust. And he says, "Oh, who are you?
We're here to
Are you here to
save
help me?
you. Yes, I
Excellent.
say from around the corner.
Let's go. I don't want
I-
to be in
I-
this dump anymore."
Well, we already sent away our Pegasus, so
You
Randy
can
will be back.
imagine the slop they've been feeding me.
who's
Who's
been feeding
they?
you? Yeah. All right. That opens up so many questions. Tell us more about this slop, because I can't imagine it.
Nearly inedible. They don't know who I am.
Who captured you, and why are they
my-
doing this?
These are excellent questions, sir, that I also would like to know the answer to. These berobed hooligans smashed into my domicile as I was reclining in my
You from the
my-
word store?
comfort
What's your deal?
of my
Oh,
my
that's where it's
He
coming
is
from.
library.
actually the
You,
proprietor of the
oh,
word
dear.
store. How did you know?
It seems I'm being rescued by knaves and ne'er-do-wells, but I'll take it because this
We would
place,
accept nincompoops.
Yeah.
I mean,
this
you're not
place
wrong.
is
All right, we're gonna get you
out of
not to
here.
my
Guys,
liking.
I
Avoid
hate
eye
this
con-
guy.
Yeah. Avoid eye contact with these dust monsters. Let's
The,
front march him through this
the
room.
Dust
exit-
monsters.
the exit's
Oh
this way.
dear.
Yes, and we lead him toward the other
Well, who?
passageways that we
First of
have
all,
to
who
explore.
who the hell are you, dude? Who?
Why? I could ask the same of you.
I'm
fine
Red
But
Guard.
bug.
I asked first, so you tell me first, and then I'll tell you who I am.
Yeah.
The rules of
don't you
etiquette
have
do
any
not
etiquette-
apply when you're
don't you have
underground.
Etiquette training.
Is
You
that
know, it's
true?
that guy, Carlos says, Noblin, the not the goblin.
Noblin.
Yes, you're clearly the leader of your group. Is
eh.
the person I should
I
be
do all right
addressing?
for an illiterate
Umberto Noblin,
gladiator.
sir.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've never read anything of yours, but don't worry, I can't read.
He's never read anything.
such is the life of an author on Athos. It used to be
Yeah,
illegal.
that sucks.
I was quite the criminal.
Oh,
Hey, do you know anything about the traveling to other planes?
Well, that is impossible.
Well, I came-
my messy friend.
I keep hearing that, but I came from someplace else. I'm not from Athos, and I want to go home. Can you help?
Well, I know many things, but I have a deep hunger, a literal hunger. Do you have any food?
It
Do we have
depends.
anything?
Can you get me home?
I have rope. How do you enjoy rope with some
Mm.
ketchup? Maybe
Ketchup. What
Little
is this-
mayo?
What is this ketchup you speak of?
well, it's a sand distillate. You'll love it. We'll put it on some rope. We'll feed it to you. You'll love
Here,
it.
I hand him a piece of jerky and say, "Here, it's not slop. Now tell me
Jerky.
what you know about getting from plane
Hmm.
to plane."
It's barely a step up from slop.
Jeez.
It
Solid.
kind of gnaws on it.
Can we lock him back in? Is that
Now I would like to scurry along to my home.
We would
Tweet
also
sweet.
like that.
It's that way. I just point to the the hole in the wall.
do you know why you were taken before you leave?
Well, I imagine. So these cultists, I have noticed they have an emblem about them, an emblem that is a hand with an eye upon it, and that can be only one thing. And in fact, my speciality. Though I've been concerned that I know nothing of these cultists, of their existence, but that is the sign of Vecna.
Does that mean anything
I'm
to me?
super well read about everything that you could know about in Athos, and I've never heard of Vecna, so that sounds made up.
Have I heard of Vecna from my other plane of existence?
You have heard of Vecna,
Okay.
and Vecna is no good.
I suddenly Menoptra looks a little bit more uncomfortable than she has since she got here. Are you sure about that? Because Vecna is the baddest of bad news.
Look, Menoptera, you got to be careful. We're here on
Maybe.
Athos, and there's a lot of it's all about perspective. Like some
Okay,
people said the
Athos
Sorcerer Kings were bad because they
clearly
outlawed
Oh.
literacy and imposed slavery
Umberto
and
says,
But they made the
siphoned
sand trains run on time, and that's what's important.
and siphoned human life
Sorcerer
to
Kings
power their twisted magic.
are mere children compared to the evil of Vecna.
So wait, so are you telling me that Vecna might be here on Athos, or
Well, that is supposedly impossible, much like your travel
but
to this plane.
yeah,
And
sure.
why
I
do
mean,
you know about Vecna if it's from another plane and plane travel is
Mhm.
impossible?
Are you a
Ah,
TSA
well.
agent?
please, I enjoy enlightening minds yearning for the succor of knowledge.
All right, well,
Come,
tell Regdar
feast
then, and he'll
upon
tell me.
my teat of intellect.
Oh,
No,
God.
thank
Oh.
Thank
This
you.
guy,
No, thank
this
you.
guy needs to go. This guy needs to go.
Here, just walk into this dust basin on our way out.
Millennia,
like a-
many
It's fun. It's like a teacup
millennia.
ride. You'll love it.
I'm assuming that we can't stop him from giving us important information as we walk him across the tomb.
Millennia ago, Athos was not always as it is now. It was once quite a verdant place that was, as the other planes, traversable by various plane walkers.
I mean, that sounds nice, but just remember, if you have allergies, it's really inconvenient to have plant life.
It's true. And
and dust is so great for allergies.
of course, across Athos, there are ancient ruins that contain great secrets that the Sorcerer Kings tried to
Bankable
suppress.
secrets?
I don't know. And so I spent my life and considerable fortune gathering up various ancient tomes, and I came across references to this Vecna character, and I became, perhaps some would say obsessed, I would say specialized in learning about Vecna and their great and awful power.
Do you want to tell us about something about Vecna other than super bad?
Vecna is a bad dude. Are you familiar with what liches are?
I don't.
First of all,
Sounds like a
not a
king.
polite
Am
word.
I?
I know they get stitches.
That is something else.
Oh.
A lich is a very powerful magic user.
Like me, like Regdar.
Wait, are you
I
just
would-
coming out and saying it now?
What?
Well, it's slightly less illegal than it used to be. These are
They
new
really
times.
loosened up.
Oh, the Sorcerer King's dead. So, or maybe it's unclear.
And
we
they
have
are
new government.
powerful wizards who, in order to defy mortality, basically transform
I'm not
themselves
seeing a problem so far.
into undead creatures, so
Well,
they
that
live
seems
forever.
not great. Okay.
Good.
Me not love that.
And
I mean, but if the
Vecna-
alternative is to die, I mean,
Dying is perfectly natural.
Regdar.
Well, I'm not saying that it's natural or unnatural. I'm just saying, keep
It's
your options
natural.
open. Just, there's a lot of options.
Vecna goes by many names, known throughout the plains by
All right,
many
name
titles.
5.
Vecna the Undying King,
That's
Vecna
really
the
this
Whispered
one.
These are all the
Two.
same name.
They've got the same name every time.
Those are
It's branding.
titles.
Well,
It's branding,
Vecna
okay?
is his brand.
Jimmy cracks corn, and I don't care.
Vecna the Lord of the Rotted Tower,
3,
and so on.
4, and so on's a weird name, by the way.
And,
Vecna Pro
Carl.
Max and Vecna
Vecna Extreme.
Sonoma. Vecna
El
Sonoma.
Becco.
Company, not related to Vecna and Sons.
Okay.
LLC.
He has no, although he has no sense.
Gave me a
And
bonus.
so
one.
Vecna has through his history, he rose to be the leader of a kingdom, and he fell in. There was he had a partner named Cass who pledged his life to Vecna.
How many
and
names did she have? Or he?
he had the one.
Okay.
And Vecna created a powerful magic item called the Sword of Cass for his lieutenant. And it was meant to serve Cass unquestionably. and it basically convinced Kaz that Kaz should be the one in charge, and he attempted to destroy.
I'd like to point out that none of our swords are chatty, and that is another. Again, people really discredit Athos, but way less talking swords than wherever this guy's from.
And so Vecna, Kaz made it into the rotted tower, and beguiled Vecna and killed Vecna. But before Vecna died, he flung Kaz across the multiverse, and all that was left, or supposedly all that is left of Vecna, is a hand and an eye.
But what's the problem then?
Well, eventually, Kaz was transformed into a vampire, as you do, and the dark powers that powered him whispered to him that Vecna has risen again.
Ooh.
Now, I don't
Another
know.
vampire.
I don't know if this cult clearly worships Vecna, or at least has the same iconography. It leads me to believe that they worship Vecna, but
And that's why they captured you, probably. So
what assumes I am the leading Athos's leading expert on Vecna, and thanks to the freedom we now enjoy in Tyr, I've made quite the name for myself.
Did you see
And who were you again?
Any of the cultists?
I see what you did there.
I still don't think we got his name though.
I told you it's Noblin.
Yes,
Not a
Umberto
goblin.
Noblin.
Not a goblin.
I see the cultists come and bring me slop from time to time, but I've been trapped here. I don't know how long I've been here, but
Did you recognize any of them? Do you know where they're
no.
from? Are they human? Are they?
I tend not to travel in the same circles as cultists.
You don't even have like a ballpark figure for or a sand park figure for how long you've been here? Like, is it days, weeks, months?
Yes, one of those.
Cool.
All of those.
Cool.
And all the
Okay.
cultists I have seen, they generally send the same two, and they're both human.
Well, you're gonna love Randy.
On your way then.
I'll see you later.
That way.
Randy, another one for you.
Hug the walls past the dust monsters, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, say hi to the
and-
first Pegasus.
As Umberto reveals his role as a historian of Vecna, you realize, you have learned yet another secret.
Wow.
We are picking up secrets left and right, folks.
I cannot wait to start spending these secrets.
Mm-hmm.
And Umberto says, well, I'm going to leave.
Okay.
Yeah, head north, then east, then up the stairs and out the doors.
Thank you for saving me.
You're welcome. You owe us.
Wait,
Please put us in the
what?
acknowledgments for your next book.
I could do that.
Don't worry about it. Bye.
Off
Wait,
he
you didn't
goes.
get our names. Oh, there he goes.
We should probably have
I-
like a business card with
I gotta-
all
I
our
gotta
names
tell you
on it.
about
Now that
Noblin.
literacy is slightly less illegal than it used to be.
Back in
I'll
the
do-
bad
I'll do it.
days, Noblin was in the dungeons with me at several points, and everybody hated him.
What does that
because
mean?
He's just look, man, those were bad times, and all of us prisoners had to stick together, and he did not. He ingratiated himself to the overlords, and kept talking about his books and lording all of his literacy over us, and
I hate
I
when
was
people
saying
do that.
that guy sucks.
Yeah. He seems like solid gladiator material, too. I understand why he was imprisoned with you.
Well, I mean,
Oh, he got gladiatored all
I mean,
right.
he knew he was gonna die real quick.
I don't even
so
know what that
he-
meant.
He kept score. He was the scorekeeper. What are you talking
Yeah.
about?
Did he complain about the slop in there, too?
Oh man,
I'm sure he did.
didn't stop. Oh,
Stop about the slop.
hate that.
I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves.
Man, I hate that guy.
What
Now
do you think we were
Scott.
doing thus far?
Yeah.
I remember one time when Noblin. Oh, Noblin. Oh,
Noblins.
he's not a goblin, just a Noblin.
Also
was
not a
like,
moblin?
"Oh, I read in a book that you could blah 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 blah," and I said, "I don't know
And then
what
he was
books are, you
immediately
dumb guy."
arrested.
Yeah, that's how he got here.
I was
how we
like,
got
no wonder
there,
he was in
yeah.
prison. Yeah.
This is not a jail, just to be clear. This guy was kidnapped.
No, but I mean, back in the day.
Oh,
That's when because
he got arrested for
he's a
literacy,
book guy, and he got arrested
and then
for
fought his
literacy.
way / did paperwork in the gladiator pits to get out.
Well, I mean, before we were sent to the gladiator pits, we were together in the prisons.
Gotcha.
And
In
then
the
they
holding
sort
cells.
that. They
Yeah.
sort of sort that, where the muscly guys go to the gladiator pits, and the noblins of the world get a cushy job as an accountant.
As an unpaid accountant.
What did he account? What sort of things do you account in a gladiator?
Kank
gladiator
milk,
fights?
Kank
Yeah.
butter, kank meat,
Oh dear.
kank
So stringy.
bones.
They don't have bones. They have an exoskeleton.
Well, what you do is you break the exoskeleton into little pieces and sell them as bones, but they're not
Kank
actually
trinkets.
bones.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
the sort
yeah.
of talk that Noblin used to do, Regdar. Stop it.
Okay, sorry. Well, the
All right, well,
dungeon
this
master's
is a
away.
definite limitation of D&D.
Should we play with these knobs for these pipes over here?
I wouldn't.
Yeah, it probably does something. Probably don't piss
Maybe
off
we
the
just keep on
dust
walking.
monsters. Yeah, keep on walking.
Wait.
Don't look at the dust monsters.
Was he known as Noblin because he is also an expert on knobs? Maybe we let him go too soon.
What would you like to do?
Let's head east.
Sure. Looks like
Yep.
there's some stairs and a door over there. Let's check the door. Maybe it has a lock.
A lock?
That would be too convenient.
So
Yeah,
yes,
because
there
we
are
have the locksmith here with us.
stairs to the east and a door.
Check
Is
the
there a
door,
lock
somebody.
on this
I
door?
adore it.
Can I get this far without having the
They're
monsters
still
freak out.
kind of watching you, but not approaching in any way. And it looks
I
like a door.
wave in a friendly fashion.
It does not look as though
Dust
it
monsters.
is locked. I mean, it doesn't have a
Okay.
padlock on it, I should say.
Mm.
And then you see down at the bottom of these stairs another door.
Does that one have a padlock?
It does not.
I will listen at this door.
At that door, give me a perception check.
While she's doing that, Kachka's just going to ask in common of the dust monsters, hello, can you speak? Common?
Kachka doesn't. Kachka uses psychic.
Dan, he's so much more than a
Well,
rapper
okay,
now.
yeah,
He's on
okay.
Silo.
The shorthand,
Very
it's
good
speak.
actor, really.
God,
I
it's
mean-
speak.
Oh, okay, there you go.
He's on Hell on Wheels with
You hear one of them looks at Kachka and this kind of well, actually, you've heard it before. When you were in, you may remember, you
I don't.
thwarted several earth and various elemental cults.
That doesn't
and
sound
the-
like us.
The earth cult, you encountered many earth elementals that spoke this kind of. It sounds like
It's like
rocks
rolling.
grinding against each
Yeah.
other and that kind of thing. So that's what it sounds like.
Okay.
All right.
I give him a
you-
thumbs up. I give him 4 thumbs up.
Nice. I only got a 6 on my perception check. Do I hear anything?
You do not.
I'll check the southern door.
Okay. It is. Are you listening on it?
Yeah, 17.
You hear something. You hear. It sounds like maybe the tapping. A lot of kind of tapping, and maybe someone going every once in a while. Kind of a deep
Okay.
Exactly.
I'll come back and report. Oh, also, I felt a little weird when he talked to me. Do we have another secret?
What have we just admitted to?
That guy had. Do we have another?
we did.
group
Did you miss
secret
that?
Well,
He
from
told
the
us.
from the
Yes,
guy.
Yes,
yeah,
you
yeah.
do. Yeah.
For sure. For sure.
I thought you meant Scott. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, whoa.
I mean,
have
that's
that
just
effect on
generally
people.
playing D&D, so
Mhm.
I
A
will.
number of people have told me you make me feel weird, Scott.
Is the door
I'm gonna-
locked at the bottom
I'm
of the
gonna look-
stairs? Just out of curiosity.
no,
Didn't check. It doesn't have a padlock on it.
it doesn't have
Okay.
padlock. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Neither does this one. Should I open this one, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Do it.
Open every door.
I open the door slowly.
Open every door. Ooh.
And a window shuts.
Sort of peek through. That's how
You
it works.
find
That's
another
that's just
room
physics.
full of pipes.
Oh,
And
so
there are
many pipes.
pipes along the south wall of this room
Freaking
disappear into
pipes.
walls near the ceiling. A complicated series of cogs and 4 hand-turned wheels connect to the pipes.
Wheels.
Uh,
Within wheels.
is there another door on the other side of the room there?
There is another door on the other side of the room.
Does it have a lock on it?
It does not.
I'm gonna listen at that one.
Okay.
That time I got a 16.
And you said
hear
there's dust
nothing.
coming out of the nozzles in the center of the room here. Is that?
In the large room, yes.
Yeah, okay.
And you don't hear anything at the door.
Okay. Well, I will pop back out and be like, there's more pipes, some more knobs and wheels, and another door on the same level.
Well, why don't we check out that door?
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. I'm going to open that door.
Okay. Boop.
Pipes.
They're not rusty. Stand pipes and interlocking cogs cover the walls of this small alcove.
That's it. It's just an alcove with pipes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go in and look around.
Okay. Give me how are you looking around? Perception check, investigation.
Yeah,
With
I'm
both
gonna say-
eyes, left eye, right eye. What are you doing? What's
I'm
going
going to say
on?
perception. Like, is there anything special about these pipes? The
One and then the other.
walls,
That's what's looking around about it.
secret doors. Let's see. This is a 17.
So you see that one cog on the north wall doesn't seem to be so all all of the walls in here are just covered with cogs, and as cogs are wont to do, they are interlocked because so they can do their cog thing. But on the northern wall, you see one cog stands alone.
Just like the cheese.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have cheese on Athens.
Spoken like someone from Wisconsin.
I really want to get out of this place if there's no cheese.
We've got this kind of thing where you take cank amber and like let it sit for a couple years and it gets kind of cheese-like, but you wouldn't like it.
So by standing alone, do you mean the cog is like not turning or interlocked, or it's just like it's sullen?
Seems like it probably
If I
needs a
could.
cog placed next to it.
It is by itself,
Okay.
apart from the other cogs.
A
I'm
wallflower.
gonna just like
It's
wall
it's
cog.
cog ridden.
I'm gonna see if it moves on its own, if it's like a lever for a secret passageway or a door or something like that. Does it move?
It does. You feel like you could turn it.
I turn it.
As you turn it, the cog causes
Everyone
part of
dies.
part of the wall to slide to the side, revealing a corridor
What?
with a door at the end.
A corridor door.
Right. I found a secret door. Everybody.
This could lead to the end of the adventure. Let's all crowd around it.
Yeah.
Or it could lead to the room
The
that we
room
were
we've
in
already been in.
previously.
I feel like
We
I
don't
have,
know that. I don't have that level of dungeoneering to do that math.
I don't think
We
I
don't
do
even have
either.
dungeoneering. Nobody does.
Yeah, I know. That's the problem.
I actually have pretty good survival. I don't know if that would do it, but
Yeah, what are we all slowly dying while you're doing
Well,
great? Is that what that
let's
means?
go look in there. Let's look in there. Come on.
I will take a look in this little corridor.
All right,
Is there
there's
a door?
clearly a door at the end.
All right, I'm gonna peek through that door if it opens.
It does open, and let's see here.
Man, we made that gnome.
I'm coming
take
to check
a
it
long
out.
way away around. If only he had known about this secret passage.
So this door
I
is
love a good
more
secret
of
door.
it slides,
Mm.
and then
fancy.
you feel like you're in you're peering into a dark box of some sort, kind of a rectangular shaped box. There's
Okay.
maybe see a little. Actually, it's dark, so
Right? Somebody behind me had a light source, I believe.
Yeah, I just
Guarded?
ignite my flame tongue scimitar.
That's right.
That's
and it lights up the.
Mm.
you are clearly staring into a coffin.
Is there anybody in there?
But how
Yeah.
clearly?
How occupied is it?
It is an empty coffin.
Okay.
I think this secret passageway is dumb.
Let's pop the lid off and
So I would like to
You-
check the walls
No.
of the
It makes
corridor
perfect
here.
sense. if the coffin is empty, it's because somebody faked their death.
Yeah.
Got put in the coffin and then
Oh, it's
escaped
just like
out
a
the back.
Houdini
Yeah.
situation or something.
Yeah.
Tax
Yeah.
evasion.
It's actually brilliant.
Nonetheless,
Think about it.
Kachka would like to check the walls of this short corridor to see if there might be any other sort of secret
All
door
right. Give me
signs.
perception, investigation.
Oh, it's probably perception. I think that's
Guys, if Regdar dies,
No,
he'd like
it is
to be buried in
investigation
this
for sure.
coffin.
I'm going to investigate this corridor to the tune of, well, that's a 1, so 10.
Not bad though.
Yeah,
Seems like
could
a
be worse.
corridor. Did
Guys,
someone say they're opening the
It's a
coffin?
corridor.
Are you
Yeah, go.
going through the coffin?
No, Kachka's
I think we
just
should
looking at the
all
walls.
open it at the same time and pop up and say hello,
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 hello.
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 You don't find anything unusual about these walls.
Damn.
Oh.
All right. Then I will push open the coffin lid if I
And
can.
You find yourself standing in the room that you came into at the very beginning,
Ah.
walking down the stairs. There are 6 coffins here.
Man, those guys broke down that wall for nothing.
That's true. And you see one of the coffins. I don't know if I said this before, but one of the coffins doesn't have its lid, and you can see that in there are some cloaks.
Ooh,
What kind of
cultist
what,
cloaks.
what do they look like? Yeah, we might, they might be good for disguising ourselves.
Add
They
them to the
do
collection.
Look rather cultish, and there are 2
They
wide
might be
paths.
cultists.
It is in this. Oh, it is
They may be cultists.
in this coffin here. You see,
How many cloaks we talking?
you find 4 cloaks,
They got any like eyes or hands embroidered
2
on them?
wide hats,
Ooh, white hats.
sweet.
and
2 White Hats is my favorite 2 Live Crew cover band.
and a potion.
Ooh,
Oh.
do I recognize the
Why did we
potion?
not look at this thing at all when we came in?
You did. You looked at nothing when you came in here.
That
So
sounds
let's
like
go.
us.
We're pretty dumb.
That's how we work.
All right. Well, I take a hat.
Well, now it turns out that these coffins are not used for storing corpses at all, or at least 2 out of 6 of them aren't.
I don't want a hat. I'm taking a
It's a
cloak,
white hat.
pointing
Those are not
people.
hat.
I take
I have a
hat,
tiara
Very bright.
and I
Oh,
think
it's
we
true.
need to look at
So-
these other coffins.
and
So
the
like
potion.
4 of us can have a robe, and then the other 2 can just have a hat.
So
Yeah.
potions come in kind of vials, right? And this vial looks empty, but when you pick it up, and shake it, it feels like it has
Oh,
liquid
a
in it.
potion of
Oh, maybe it
invisibility.
has
That's a potion of
invisibility.
invisibility. Yep,
Yeah.
I know.
Okay,
that.
we all know.
I'm
the
a level
lore of
11
D&D.
druid,
Very
of
good,
course I know that.
everybody.
Everybody wins.
Dig it in my pocket.
Yep. Oh, well, there
Hey, Alma, you want to take a little sip of this potion? Make sure it's really invisibility. There's no potion in there, just
You're not
kidding.
getting me with this one again.
Just kidding. There's no potion in there. Look, there's no potion.
All right.
was
Regdar
just
opens up
joshing you.
another coffin.
Alregdar's like, well, let's open every single coffin.
Yeah.
Yep,
come
Let's
across.
open them up.
This one has a lich in it. Tony dies.
Tony dies.
Regdar is fine.
That's liches are bad,
That
dude.
got serious.
It reaches
Wow.
through the monitor and kills
We
it.
just learned they're terrible.
Look,
They are pretty
if your
terrible.
character is killed by a lich, you die. That's how it works.
Oh, that's the new
that's how bad they are.
2024 D&D rules.
I don't like this.
Uh,
And I paid
So-
money for these new rules.
Well, it's 2025 now, so
That's
those
you.
rules don't apply anymore.
Oh, that's right. We live in a lawless year. So you spend some time opening all the coffins carefully, I assume, because you're careful adventurers.
Oh, we're careful
Yeah.
people.
So
Known
2 of
for our
them,
carefulness.
one of them is noteworthy because it has that secret entrance to the tunnel there. The
Or is
other
it a secret exit?
depends on your point of view, Tony.
No, it seems like it's an entrance though.
That's your
And-
point of view.
Was that secret hallway like filthy with dust in a way that suggests that the cultists were unaware of it, or was it like
It was
Broom swept.
undisturbed.
okay?
It had the other areas that you saw were highly trafficked. This
I
was
just like
not.
that they found like an empty coffin and they're like, oh, we can keep our robes here.
Well, that one was open, so they put their
Yeah.
robes in it. The others were closed, but you opened them
If
up.
I found a coffin, I would not put any of my clothing in it. That's just how I roll.
Ooh, look at
Those
you.
robes
Tony.
died, you see, and it's
Okay.
traditional to put them in a
Oh,
coffin.
are those possibly are they ghosts? Are these like ghost tusks?
Ghost robes, yeah.
Oh.
Too good to put your coat in a coffin. The other coffins are empty.
Okay.
Empty
They're
of they have
empty.
no.
Or
occupants,
maybe they're
or-
full of invisibility potion. What do you
I
think
mean,
of
we
that?
did. Yeah, they're stacked to the brim.
Price
with-
sloshing it left to right.
Hey,
were they-
Omlal, dip your mouth into these various coffins
Oh god.
that appear to be empty.
not again.
Me not even understand how one dips one's mouth.
You know.
We did find some. We fought some undead when we first came
Randy's
down
rules.
here. Is it possible that those were the previous
White.
occupants? What'd you
You
call
fought some whites.
We don't have
We
to get,
did.
we don't have to get
Were they
pejorative.
robes? Were they white robes?
You recall the knowledge that you gained last session in that whites are generally undead that are risen to be guards.
Is it possible that they were locally risen here versus imported?
It's hard to tell. I mean, the remains are there on the floor. It is hard to tell your locally raised white from one of these cheap imports.
Why we're treading carefully here.
Talking about,
Oh, wow.
Talking about wine now, or
But with the tariffs on the undead now,
Yeah.
Why are the tariffs on the undead not higher? That's what I'm saying.
All right. So,
ask an economist.
All right, I think it's time for some stairs in one
Yeah.
direction or another.
Yes, what would you like to do?
I think we should go south.
Yeah, let's go south.
All right.
It's probably going to be another utility room with
I
wheels
mean,
that we're not
maybe,
going to
but
turn.
Two of the
Back
prisoners
south.
were on this.
Yeah.
Sort of
Oh
level.
wow! I found my notes from like 20 years ago when we played before.
Oh,
So we found Umberto. We found
Correct.
Sarcel.
They're right in the
Yes.
chat too, Steve.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. Just
There's a
scroll up
chat?
little. There is.
This is shocking.
This is the. I'm gonna wait for my people to be behind me, and then I'm gonna very carefully open the door that has the tapping and the
people.
hunting behind it.
Mhm.
Alrighty, so rubble chokes the southeast corner of this
Rubble.
room, leaving only a small gap near the
If you didn't, I was gonna.
uneven ceiling. Some of the rubble has been reassembled into a low table, which
we see
bears
it?
small clockwork. I will show you in a second.
Okay.
Bears small clockwork components. A hulking creature wearing exquisite silk finery carefully examines the tiny parts.
Wow.
Fun.
And he has his back to the door.
This
Huh.
one wasn't locked, so this is probably not a.
I feel bad that we didn't knock.
Well,
I mean, we could still knock.
Not too late.
I knock on the open door and go, "Hello."
Hello. Yes. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. We're looking for some people. Just wondering if you've seen any, people around here.
You know anybody named Eldon or Indrina?
I do not. You are not part of that bothersome cult, are you?
No,
Absolutely
no,
not.
No, no,
No.
No.
Please
we are
ignore this
anti-cult.
wide-brimmed hat that I'm wearing. It has nothing to do with cult.
And this
it's a weird fashion choice.
The hat has like a shiny, like
I'm holding
embroidered
the hat in my
eye
hand because when I
symbol
said
on the
hello,
middle.
I doffed my cap at him. Hello.
You're not one of those whites, are you?
You have a big foam hand with an eye in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope. No code
They must
here.
make
Nope.
that, right?
I'm just that's my local sandball team. The eyes.
Eye handers, the eye handers,
Yeah, the New York Eye-handers.
They have really great coordination.
Sure.
No, we're not with the cult, but we're looking for some people that the cult may have locked up in cells. Who are you?
My name is Shanzamim.
Of course it is.
I
My
have
name is
been here
Carlos. Sudman.
for what day is it, boy?
Boy,
What's the
Holy
year?
crap.
Christmas Eve.
It is the third day.
I happen to have the largest goose from the town square right here with me.
It's the third day of Kank in the year of the serpent.
The bad news is that every month on Athos is named Kank.
Yeah, and that's
What's the
slightly
third one?
slightly different.
It's the third day of the happy Kank
Ooh.
in the year of the,
Interesting.
Best
of the
month?
angry serpent.
Yeah, it's the
Oh,
year
not
of-
so good.
Oh,
Do you bring news from the Water Clock Guild?
We do represent the Water Clock Guild.
It is among our various assignments.
There's very little news to report. You didn't ask me what day it is, but I assure you,
What's
every
a
day on
water
Athos is
clock?
Sand day, if you know what I mean.
Did you mean
Ah.
sand clock? Just out of curiosity.
What's a clock?
Yeah,
Hourglass?
a clock is used for keeping time. But water, no one's ever heard of that.
Have we
I
heard,
had
this
a
guild,
water
clock.
Have we heard of this guild?
I don't. I drowned, and I've suppressed all knowledge of water.
And a
since
lobster
then.
hit you.
Yeah, good times.
Sure, give me
We are
like a
familiar with the
history.
Lullaby League, though. They're adjacent to the Water Clock Guild.
Jason?
I got
Yeah,
a 13
they're
on
adjacent to
history.
the Water Clock Guild. Yes.
You have never heard of the Water Clock Guild?
I haven't rolled
Would
No,
I
that
I'm afraid
have?
not.
Have I heard
No.
of the Water Clock Guild? Okay.
I'm afraid not.
He's like, I'm not surprised. I fear the Water Clock Guild has long been defunct. I've been here for nigh on 800 years,
What
Are you
what
trapped here?
Wow.
Yeah, what have you been doing?
Have you considered
working
leaving?
on this clock.
Why don't
And
you
he
leave?
points to his
This clock.
his table there. Would that I could leave, such simple-minded folk. I am trapped here. I'm bound by the Water Clock Guild to upkeep the clocks.
Are
Like,
you? Is this
physically
is this
or
system
just,
of pipes
like-
and wheels some sort of a clock that you've?
Oh, my
Built?
my gentle being. What you call a system of pipes and cogs is one of the most accomplished water clocks ever.
Ooh, tell
Although
me
sadly, no water
Just-
flows between it.
Okay, I was
Well,
gonna
there's
say
not a lot of water
he's
to be
all like,
found.
"Oh, it's the greatest water clock ever." And then he's like, "But what day is it?" And I'm just, it's like
It doesn't tell days, it just tells hours.
Well, that seems like not the
We,
great,
we couldn't
greatest clock.
afford that complication.
It's not working. Who are the elementals out in the center? Are they something to do with a clock?
Well, they were here. They were part of the decoration of the Water Clock
They
Guild.
came with the dungeon.
No, the Water Clock Guild was fantastically powerful, and they bound those elementals to the basin as well as a little joke. They made
It is hilarious.
The dust elementals. That basin. I haven't been out of this room, but that basin at one
what do you
point was full
eat?
of water.
What do you eat?
I don't like that.
Oh,
So you've
Yeah.
all been trapped here.
can we get you out of here?
Yes. I do not
somehow?
require eating. FYI.
Are you a demon or some other kind of creature?
Whoa.
Jumped right to
You
that,
seem
didn't you?
supernatural to
It's-
me.
Whoa.
I mean,
It's
You
super.
usually you'd be like, "Where are you from?" And they say the abyss, and that's how we know that they're.
I'm a Marid.
Does that mean
Oh.
anything
Nice to meet you, Amara.
Is
I
that
mean,
when
only
you're at
to
home?
Dan, but maybe not.
I don't know. What that
Not
is.
to Amwal.
Anyone can roll an Arcana check.
You're married? How's your spouse?
Shara has advantage.
Please kill me.
I got a
22,
13 on
so-
Arcana.
You
Yeah,
rolled a
Yeah,
natural
I got
20.
a crit.
So you, Shara, you would know that he's an elemental being from the plane of water. And they're kind of like genies, only they're water genies. And there you go. You notice everyone notices that he's kind of dressed in this silk finery. And as you're talking to him, you look down and you notice he doesn't have any legs. He kind of has like a, like wispy, undulating.
So he's not wearing
my-
pants.
my
so much
favorite word of the
undulating
day.
in this
Well, it's just
adventure.
I
it's
know, it's
classic genie.
kind of made it. Yeah,
sheet.
exactly. But it's instead of kind of wisps of dust or air or what have you, it's water.
Water. It's wet. Got it.
Wow.
Mhm.
You came
Okay.
to the wrong plane.
Yeah, really made it here.
It used
Are
to. I
you-
mean, it was not my choice to come here.
So yeah, just
Mine
checking.
either.
You're not from Athos.
Mm.
Oh,
So-
hey, you want to talk to people who are not from this plane? Go nuts.
Yeah. Do you have any idea how to leave this plane? Because I don't belong here either. I ended up here accidentally. Like a week
My
ago.
dear child, if I knew how to leave, I wouldn't have been here for 800 years.
Why do you continue to maintain this clock? You're bound to it by the guild?
It is. I am compelled to take care of clocks, so I build these small clocks, and then as you look around, you notice.
But are
that
you
there
compelled by the guild or just some sort of internal flame or OCD or something?
I have been shackled by arcane power and
Oh.
forced to do this.
How long have
Well-
the cultists been here?
Ugh, the cultists, great annoyances. They have been here probably for several months at least. I don't like them coming here, so I have my friends in the basin attack if they should enter.
Oh, nice.
Well, glad we aren't wearing robes.
Yeah. uh, Is there something we can do to help you get out of here?
I hope you do not take this the wrong way, but I am far more powerful than all of you, and I cannot get myself out of here.
Yeah, but
So I
we are
doubt
not
you can
bound.
help
Well,
me.
I thought maybe there's like a lever outside the door or something, you know.
See that
I'm
very
all
thoughts.
powerful. I can open a
proves-
door from the
It's just
inside.
like a lamp we
Everybody
can
do a
rub
quick
or-
perception check in the dust basin room for a lever, maybe with a sign with like a little genie going free on it.
He said he hasn't been
I-
out of this room,
It's
so
true. I appreciate the offer, naive though it may be, but
Okay.
I am, but in good
There
faith.
is a button
and
out in the hallway that says "push button to release water guy."
he picks
but
up.
you haven't left the room, so you probably aren't aware of that.
He
Do you
picks
need
up
us to spin any wheels on those cogs or whatnot? You know,
He picks up
any
a
errands we can do for you?
piece of a flywheel from his table, and he kind of flips it to how do you say your character's
Menoptera.
name? Menoptera. And you grab it, and he says, "This is not part of any clock that I need, but it has powers." And
Ooh.
he will explain what it does. And basically,
Is this a secret?
it is not a
I feel
secret.
weird.
It requires attunement. It basically is a stone of good luck, but it's a flywheel. And what
So he just passed a stone right in front of us.
well, he threw a flywheel. While you have it on you and it's attuned, you get a +1 bonus to ability checks and saving throws.
well, I'm
That's pretty
totally
good.
going to tune to that next short rest.
Nice.
And he will tell you
Sometimes
that
being naive gets you stuff.
it does. And I have not been out of this room, but
You haven't missed much. Athos has not changed a lot.
My elemental friends tell me that the cultists kind of stream through there's a doorway in the large room that is to the north of the basin room, and there's a doorway in the
Bells? Yep.
western. Yes, well, I don't know if there are bells there, but to the west there's a door, and there are a lot of cultist activity through that door.
Oh.
We found.
But just so you know, there are bells there.
Mhm,
How
yes.
many?
Next group of people that comes
Four.
through here that you tell how
Four
to get to the
bells.
cultists, let them know. Go by the
Yeah.
bells.
Yep.
You know you're in the right corridor if you see the bells.
Oh,
No bells, you're going the wrong way.
Have those cultists been causing trouble for you? You want us to go mess them up?
and he says, "Oh, I just speaking of trouble, they are keeping a prisoner in the next room to the south."
You're well informed for a guy who
we
never
got him
leaves.
out.
I appreciate that about you.
Yeah, we rescued him and sent him on his way.
Oh, excellent.
There was somebody up to the north as well.
Yeah,
We
we're
got
heroes.
her out.
Did we mention that?
Well, we're looking for 2 more people, so we're half heroes.
That's pretty good. In Athos, that you can round up. I don't know where you're from.
No, you really don't.
All right. Well, good luck if we come up with any way to unbind you, or would you like us to like bring you a
Or are you happy here? Maybe you're enjoying
poster?
this.
You want like a
the wall,
newspaper,
or-
some books?
Yeah.
Toilet paper?
No, I am content to build my clocks.
All right.
All right. Can we have some of that water that you're making?
Ew!
No.
Rude.
You don't seem to be using those legs.
Just take a little sip of your
Just
legs.
a couple of cupfuls.
Ew.
Hey, Umlaut, dip your mouth in that.
No, I'm done dipping anything.
Oh.
Uh-uh. Mm-mm.
No more dipping.
All right. So you have done a lot of exploration, and all signs seem to point to one doorway with 4 bells.
The one with the bells.
To think the door we
Right.
almost went through first, but instead we
would have
went
missed
everywhere
we would
else.
have missed an entire person if we had gone that way.
I am not really saying that I
All
miss
right, let's
him,
line
but
up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Time to climb up the stairs so we can go down the stairs.
All right.
Gotta
I
go
wave
up to the
again as
top.
we go past the elementals. They seem cool.
I mean,
They're pretty cool.
remember when I almost fireballed them? So
Yeah. I'm glad
Yes,
you didn't do that. in
I
retrospect.
do.
It's weird that the
Here.
door with the eye was the way to go, right? I mean,
it's almost like
strange.
it had been
It was a way to go.
Can I inspect these bells for magic?
Sure. Give me an
But you'd
Arcana
never
check.
ask.
Or you could use magic to.
I rolled a 17 to see if there's any magical properties.
There's
to
magic in
bells.
these bells.
They appear to be mundane bells.
Mm.
Well,
Okay.
They're all
bring
the
'em.
same size.
Just hanging from the ceiling.
Same
They're
size as
hanging
what?
from
Leather
leather
shafts.
cords from the ceiling.
Mm.
I
I
think
start
maybe-
explaining all about how
And
bells
and
work.
there is a closed
no.
door to the
Yeah.
west.
See, this is the crown of the bell.
Let's
These are the
listen.
shoulders of the
I
bell.
listen at the door.
Give me a perception check.
11.
You hear muffled speaking, you think, but you can't make anything out.
There's guys in there. Cult guys are in there.
Should we put on some of these robes or something?
I mean, it
Yeah,
can't hurt.
it's
I
worked
don't- I
so
don't know
well
if
for
it's-
us in the past.
I don't know if it's your style to like dress up in cult robes and try to infiltrate or anything. I don't know
So
you
there's
guys.
4 robes and
It
there's
is.
5 of us. Is that
On
right?
my plane, it is customary.
No, there's 6 of us. So we have 2 people who need to.
Oh, I'm just wear the hat.
Wide. Okay,
Yeah.
I mean you're yeah.
Kachka
freaking.
and
I think that means
Carlos
I'm in the
just wear the
command
hat.
structure somewhere.
Okay, yeah.
I have
We
the
sal-
command
I
hat.
practice saluting.
You better.
But let's get our
Sure, I'll throw on
robe,
a robe.
our robe forward people at the.
I think the robes in front, hats in back.
That's
Classic.
another-
Everybody,
classic,
Do we
knows
have
yes.
another volunteer to be
Classic cult mullet.
to
We
be a
call it.
hat wearer?
It's Kachka and Carlos who have the hats on.
Yeah, I don't think the robe's going
Okay.
to fit me that well. Is why.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
going
Carlos
to go
just
great
likes
over
the
on
hat.
wall too.
All right, Regdar puts on a cultist robe that's been lying in a filthy coffin and strides into the next room.
As you
Hey,
do.
it's probably cleaner than Menoptera.
You open the door and you find stairs leading up.
We just came down.
Oh, is this
I
one of
s-
those MC
keep
Escher
going.
tombs?
I stride up the
and-
stairs, checking how many steps I've gotten today. In
This
tomb.
room seems dumb, so I'm going to check the south wall.
Oh,
just in
great.
case
There-
there's
guys,
anything.
You're gonna love this. There's a little balcony, and then it goes down. Regdar maybe takes a moment to stand at the top of the stairs on the little balcony, counting how many people in the next room might want to kill him before advancing further.
I'm serious, by the way. I'm checking the walls for secret doors because it
Okay.
seems really super weird to go up, to go down, to go up, to go down.
Okay, give me a check.
Okay.
Give me a roll.
That's again a 1, so +9 is 10. This die is going somewhere else.
They seem like your average walls.
Mhm.
And this
Classic
room
walls.
has
You did say
tables and-
walls.
I did.
Okay, good.
Tables and chairs in this crypt are arranged to create a meeting room or mess hall. There is a basin to the southeast corner beneath a detailed image of a staring eye gripped in a withered hand. 5 robed cultists are in this room, with one bullying the rest. The one up here is yelling at the rest of them, telling him, I've told you, if I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times, refer to me as the teeth of Vecna, memories of Vecna.
And memories.
Wow.
And then he looks up and sees Regdar and says, who the hell are you?
Fireball.
I
like
really wanted you to say spleen of Vecna.
And why don't we? It is 9:30. So at
And
that,
we're all going to die, so why don't we end here?
why don't we end here for the moment? So what will happen? We have uncovered some cultists of Vecna. What will our brave adventurers do? Tune in next time for the answer to that question, and probably no other questions. Total Party Kill.
Yes.
Fireball.
Please come back.
We did it. It only took us like 7 months, but we did it.
Yeah. That's not bad. For
Next time
DMing
I'll take
scheduling,
less time.
sure.
Has it really been that long since we played this?
6 months.
July.
6. Yeah.
Jeez.
Been a while, but it all comes back.
I'm gonna turn off the live stream. Thank you, live stream.
Bye,
live
Thank
stream.
you.
Bye.
Good
You've been great.
Good
I'm gonna stop my recording. Where did that go?
Yes.